India has the largest number of voters as compared to any other voters in the world. That is an astonishing thing. That is something surprising for us. But this is very obvious. We are second in the world with regards to our population. Okay. And our population was uncontrollable some ages back. But now, since a long time, last 20, 25 years, a lot of things have been done for with regards to it. This change is not only quantitative, but also it is qualitative. Today, the population that we have, it is just not quantity. We have even good quality with us. We have many people who have got into the education and they have taken their studies seriously. They have finished their graduations and now they are all helping themselves only. Next part, which talks to us about is new political parties are emerging with the active support of young voters. Okay, we see many young people forming their own political parties nowadays. These parties represent various expectations. Okay, we have a lot of expectations with this party, and these parties are really doing good work. Okay. The next feature of democracy that we have to understand is decentralization of democracy. What is centralization? Taking all the things in the hand of one person. What is decentralization? That from one person it gets distributed to many others. So this is what we have done. We have something called as central government. So they did the centralization of things. All the laws are made there, all the things are done there, all the decisions are taken there, the main decisions for the welfare of the nation. But what is decentralization then? From the central government, it goes to various state governments. There is some role of the state governments also. Again, from the state governments, some powers are given away to even the other ones, like the local self-government. So we are doing decentralization of democracy. It is just not taking powers at one thing. It is not decided by one main body. It is decided by many other bodies like us. Decentralization of power is central to democratic government. Okay? First we centralize it and then we decentralize it. The decentralization controls the misuse of power. When we decentralize, when many people are involved with the same work, okay, one person is not having overpower to use. Okay, this also creates opportunities for common people. More people will get jobs, more people will get participation, more people will become decision makers. The directive principles of state policy include the provisions for democratic decentralization. Okay? तो थोड़ा हिंदी में इसका मीनिंग समझ लो अभी. जैसे हम लोग ने शेड्यूल कास्ट है, शेड्यूल ट्राइब्स है, वो लोग के लिए भी लॉ बना दिया और वो लोग के लिए रिजर्वेशन भी रखा है. Okay, then there is something called as OBC class, other backward classes. Then there is something called as OEC, other economic backward classes, OECB. Okay, so we have made some principles for them also, some rules for them also, and they are also a part of our democratic decentralization. One such important provision is empowering the local self-government. Okay, in other words, we call it as the Panchayati Raj. Today in villages, no city man is going and ruling over them because city people are educated. We think that. But then now we see even the villages are developing. They are also understanding their roles. They understand their power and they also want to join politics. So we have included them also and empowered them also. After independence, several attempts were made towards democratic decentralization. Once again, Priyanka ma'am. Hello. Hello. हाँ जी बोलिए. I think there are around 30 तो हैं सर. या एक सेकंड ना फिर भी. ओके ओके आ जाएगा आ जाएगा. हाँ मैंने रिकॉर्डिंग स्टार्ट की. ओके. Yeah. So we are talking here about after independence, several actions Several attempts were made towards democratic decentralization. We should have democracy also. We should have decentralization also. So gradually we have changed the whole system. We have made more changes to the entire system of democracy. One such attempt was 73rd and 74th Amendment to Indian Constitution. Let's understand the words meaning. 73rd and 74th meeting of the government we are talking. Amendment means changes. Whatever changes in their 73rd and 74th meeting they got, okay, when they were discussing the Indian Constitution, that gave status to local self-governing institutions and also increased their power. So it increased their power also. Okay, local self-government's power was increased. Local people's power was increased. Villagers never got chance to get into politics earlier. Only if you were a big landlord, you were a zamindar, then you will have voting rights. But now this whole system meant for a change. Why? Because we were free. It was Indian government deciding for the Indians. Okay. Any doubt anybody has got in this? Now coming to a very important and a very interesting part of our law. Okay, this is called RTI. RTI refers to Right to Information. This is a new law set up in the year 2005. On Google Forms, you will see a format of this RTI forms. What is this RTI? Suppose earlier what used to happen when the Britishers were there, when the entire rich people were handling the show, more of capitalism, what I was calling yesterday also this. Okay, when this was happening earlier, you could not question them. A poor man cannot question rich man why the law of this kind is made. Why is the voting right given only to the people having land? Okay, why no voting rights for the poor? We could not ask anything. But today, believe me, this is a fact. This is a law which has empowered a common man of India. They are looking into the citizens and they want to do something better for the citizens. So the new government did what? Okay, they started making this RTI 2005. According to this, whenever you want to question a government officer, see, let's not forget that they are called finally as public servants. Why they are called public servants? They are supposed to be serving us. They have to do something for the benefit of the people. So that is why we have a right to information. I don't like a particular law. I don't like a particular thing. I don't like a particular officer's, he's accepting too much of bribes. And I don't want to pay him a bribe. I can start putting a question by writing in a form of an email, okay, or writing in the form of a format and sending this format in written to the government officers, and they have to reply you within 30 days. If in 30 days they will not send, you will give them a second reminder where you will tell them that now you are losing patience, which means even you are attached to the same thing. You are a part of the same problem. And again, you wait for 15 days. 45 days over. Just in 45 days khatam hoega, you can straight away question them at the highest level. The highest officer will be caught straight away by you, and you can ask him this, that why I have not been getting answers from last 45 days. First question is that now. And then your other questions follow from the previous letters. And believe me, you will get an answer to it. They have to answer, and they have to not just orally say these answers. You have every right of telling them, give me in writing all these things, and they have to write answers and give you first. So you can stop a lot of nuisances happening around. Okay? Citizen empowerment is essential for democracy. It is necessary to create opportunities for citizens' participation and interaction with the government. We have to make a system where we interact with government people. Increased communication between citizens and government helps in strengthening and building a relationship of trust between them. Today, if in 30 days only you get the reply, you get trust in the government and their system and their law. Otherwise, this law is a very strong law now. All government officers have to give in writing, why have they delayed your answer? Citizens have a right to know about the functioning of the government. The government of India gave right to information to the citizens of India to ensure transparency and accountability. You have to openly state the answers, okay? सपोज तुम लोग का जो जो लोग घरों में रहते हैं और उनको उनको नया घर का एक प्रपोजल आया, कोई नया बिल्डर आता है घर एंड तुम्हारा ओल्ड बिल्डिंग तोड़ने की बात कर रहे हैं, न्यू घर देंगे तुम लोग को बोलते हैं. So you want to know certain things. You want to know about the builder. You want to know his history. You want to know his entire story, like how many projects he's doing in Bombay or your nearby areas. You will get each and every answer to the question. You can put forth in this format of 2005. Okay, ये real में यार चीजें हैं, ये हम लोग जो पढ़ रहे हैं ये practically हो रही है अभी. Okay, the functioning of government of India give right to information to citizens for the transparency and accountability. Accountability means you have to give answer to the question asked. They can't say no, you don't have a right for this. You have every right to ask every question. It is your building, it is your house which is concerned. Suppose there are other 20 members in the building, 50 members in the building, but only you want to know. It's okay. Even one man can use the strength of it. If more people join, better for the system. Okay, these are hallmarks of the good governance. This is the textbook word. I've written the meaning. Hallmark means backbone. This shows that there is good government happening. There's good governance happening. Okay. किसी को कुछ पूछना है?
सर ट्रांसपेरेंसी का मीनिंग?
Transparency means they have to very clearly answer the question. They cannot hide any information there. They have to be transparent. Right to information has made government more transparent and has reduced the element of secrecy in the working of the government. Okay? They have reduced the secrecy. You can't have any secrets. After the year 2000, the approach to democratic reforms have changed. Okay, democracy in India has changed. The system of democracy has changed. The reforms means you're getting freedom of different kinds. Democratic reforms are considered as rights of citizens. Accordingly, citizens have got a right to information, education, and food security. Okay, अभी देख रहे होंगे हम लोग कितने जगह लोग बेरोजगार बैठे हैं. So उन लोगों को राशन कार्ड पे कुछ अमाउंट ऑफ राशन अवेलेबल है फ्री में. Government has made a provision of this right now. So you can just take your ration card, go there and stand in the line, of course. And then when your turn comes, you are supposed to get some kgs of rice and some kgs of wheat and some kgs of jawar and bajra. Along with that, some dals also. Or else they are ready to give you even at a very subsidized rate. Subsidized means concessional rates. This all has strengthened your democracy for India. The second part is of the chapter. Until now, we were talking only democracy, and that was the first part we were discussing. The second part we are going to learn about is social justice and equality. Social justice and equality both are important objectives of our constitution. Okay? सत्यमेव जयते जब हम देखते हैं तो हमको उसका मीनिंग समझता नहीं है, क्लिक नहीं होता इमीडिएटली. बट इसका मीनिंग एंड में यही है कि फाइनली वी विल गेट जस्टिस वन डे. ओके, social justice and equality both are important objectives of our constitution. Okay, justice होना जरूरी है, equality भी होना जरूरी है. You can't say that नहीं तू scheduled caste है, तू scheduled tribe है. A simple example I give them at this stage. Whenever you're traveling in bus, the person sitting neighboring to you, do you ask them कौन से कास्ट के है, कौन से बिरादरी के हो, जात कौन सी है तुम्हारी? एक बिग बॉक्स आएगा सीधा नोज पे अपने उसका. Whether it is a male or a female or a small child sitting with you, he may straight away box you. Why? Because you are going on to some kind of discrimination. And why are you even asking that? Another example I always tell them in the classroom is that when I enter the classroom, when you are there near me, do I ask what caste, which community, which race you belong to? You say get lost. We don't want to study with you only because you are going to bring what? Discrimination in the society. And believe me, बाकी जगह discrimination हो ना हो, education में बहुत कम दिखेगा. सबके लिए schools and colleges same है, सबके लिए admissions होगी. तो ये चीजें तुम लोग को next year समझ में आएगी जो हम लोग आज बात कर रहे हैं. And this every year with this chapter I am talking about. This is the third year that we are talking about this book now. We are following the path laid down by Constitution to achieve this goal, which means we want to achieve equality and justice. To establish social justice is to remove those social conditions responsible for injustice. जो ये जात बिरादरी के धर्म अधर्म ये सब बातें करते हैं ना, उसको हम लोग दूर कर देते हैं. क्यों करते हैं मालूम है? क्योंकि हम लोग एजुकेटेड है, हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं, हम लोग एजुकेशन से रिलेटेड है. So whether it is you or me, we all don't bother about these things. Your best friend may be a Hindu or a Muslim. Your best friend may be a Sardaji. But that doesn't bother you. He's your friend. That's all it is. And that's how you go about it. So you have to remove social conditions of this kind. Today, marriages, intermarriage concepts, it is all happening now. So social injustice होने वाली चीजों को दूर कर. This is what the government is also planning. It should insist on equality and dignity for all. This will aim at ending discrimination, such as superior or inferior, on the basis of caste, religion, language, gender, place of birth, race, property, equality of opportunity for development of every individual. Every individual's development takes place. Today you are at ages where you don't know when you will get married, how the girl will be, she'll be which caste and community. Might be you go to colleges and you will get love marriage. सौरभ खुश हो रहा है अभी. सौरभ को मालूम है परमिशन मिल गया कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से, कुछ भी कर सकता हूँ अभी. राइट सौरभ, सुमित भी हंस रहे तेरे पे देख. So this is the law that we practice today. It believes in no bondages. Okay? To establish justice and equality. हाँ जी.
सर सुपीरियर इन्फीरियर का मतलब बताओ ना.
Superior means ऊंचे बिरादरी का, ऊंचे दर्जे का. Inferior means नीचा, ना नीच जात का बिरादरी का. So ये जो words पहले जमाने में यूज होते थे आजकल नहीं होते हैं. And you have to overcome this. Law भी ऐसा बन गया है. Like I'll tell you another simple example. तुम किसी को भी गलती से अभी घाटी नहीं बोल सकते. पहले हम लोग बहुत casually ये word use करते थे. But why we reduce this now, you know? Because there's a law on it. When you say these kinds of words, ghati, okay, and there are many other typical words like this. Let me not come on screen with all those words. But these are words stopped by law. You cannot do that. You can't say, "Tu ye jaat ka hai, mera jaat bada hai, mera biradri great hai." You can't speak all this anymore now. Every country, region, religion, everything has become equal. You cannot put down the countrymen. Like I'll tell you another example again is Northeast Indians. So Northeast Indians now, they're very nice people actually. I'm talking about Sikkim, Assam, Manipur, Nagaland, Tripura, okay, the seven sisters that we talk generally. So when you talk to such people, you will see, you know, they used to be discriminated a lot. And last 3 months, now I should say, we have realized that ये जात बिरादरी कुछ काम का नहीं है, because when Corona has come, it treats everyone equally. You may be any caste and community, you are any kind of the religious background, but nothing comes in the way of Corona. If it wants to come to you, it will come to you, and anybody is coming to help you there. That is another part of the story. Okay, so I was just seeing some video yesterday, and it was such a nice thought that they were sharing. They said that, you know, better than all of us, the human beings we are talking, better than us is Corona itself. So Corona has actually taught us a lesson that we have to learn to stay together, live in harmony. But you know, हम लोग जंगलों में घुस रहे हैं, उनका घर नष्ट कर रहे हैं, हम लोग रहने को स्टार्ट करते हैं बड़े बड़े बिल्डिंग्स बना के. So somewhere nature had to teach us a lesson, and this is a lesson being taught by the nature to us today. To establish justice and equality, efforts are being made at all levels of society. Everybody is doing something good, you know, Marwadis, Punjabis, Gujaratis, Kachis, South Indians, Andhra Pradesh people, Kerala people. Everybody is helping their own society people, their own state people first. And if a chance comes, you never know when you're donating something, you don't know where this money is going to go. Like many of us have donated through the PM's Care Fund. When you do a Paytm or a GPay, you will see there is an option given if you want to make a contribution to the PM's fund. And PM has got 25 lakh rupees, 25 lakh crore rupees. And now he's going to use it for what? For the benefit of the farmers. He's saying farmers have seen enough of nonsense. No money coming to them. So he's making every attempt where he can make a lot of issues for them sorted out. And let things get better and better after this. But the government's efforts on this front are more important. This is also what we have to realize. Why government is doing? Because they are only authorized to do it. They are only supposed to do it. We cannot go and do, कितने farmers का भला कर सकते हैं हम लोग individuals जाके. We cannot reach to so many. But when you say it is a PM, the Prime Minister, so his funds, yes, and his funds are a government treasury. His funds are used for government offices only. So probably he'll find out some solutions for these people, who have been serving us since ages now. For democracy to be inclusive, one must try to bring all sections of society into mainstream. We want democracy, we have to bring all sections of society. Okay, no society should be left out. Okay, you can't say ये Northeast Indians है, ये नागालैंड का है. अरे नागालैंड का है तो क्या हो गया? है तो इंडिया ना. Last year 9th standard textbook you studied so much. How we have fought and we made them a part of India. And now we can't just leave them. If Corona is going to their cities and states, we have to go there also and help them. And I'll tell you, the day you get a chance again in life, even I have not been, but I want to go to the east and really roam around the whole of east. There are beautiful valleys. There are beautiful things and sights to see. Landscapes are superb. And the climate is 1,000 times better than what you see in cities right now with us. अभी तो हम लोग का सिटी का भी क्लाइमेट अच्छा होता जा रहा है. ओके, हम थोड़ा पोल्यूशन कम हो गया है, नॉइज कम हो गया है, ट्रैफिक बिल्कुल नहीं है, सब लोग मुंह पे मास्क रखे हैं. कौन मुंह बना रहा है अंदर मालूम नहीं, हम लोग सबको स्माइल दे रहे हैं अंदर से. And whether they are happy or sad, we think that they are also smiling back at us. Okay. Democracy is in fact a process of accommodating different sections of society. Why we started democracy? Why we adopted a third world economy? Why didn't we become capitalist and socialist? Because we know that only democracy can bring all people together of the nation. Democracy helps in reducing social conflicts. भाईचारे का प्रॉब्लम नहीं होता. Okay, झगड़ा ज़्यादा नहीं होता. And we don't bother about, he's which caste, which community. Like, we all stay in a cosmopolitan city. Mumbai is one of the first and the earliest cosmopolitan cities. All castes and communities prevailed together. Then later on became Delhi, and then later on we had Chennai, and then we had Kolkata. So that's how we call them as metropolises for us. Anybody, any doubts? किसी को कुछ पूछना है? Okay. We come to one more part of social justice. So social justice लाने के लिए government ने क्या किया? Very simple thing. The earlier government started reservation of seats. Because earlier we have been depriving these people, the SC and ST people, the OBC people. Now we are going to come to all this. See, scheduled castes and scheduled tribes and OBC have written. This is meant for those sections of society, those who have been deprived of opportunities for education. The best example is Baba Sahib Ambedkar. While he is coming on television now, when we were seeing the new episodes of, B.R. Ambedkar or something. नहीं क्या था वो सीरियल का नाम क्या था? अम्बेडकर का जो है अभी सीरियल चालू है. Dr. Baba Sahib Ambedkar serial on what channel? I just forgot. It's a beautiful serial and a very cute boy used, as a character also. Very cute, very innocent. And when you see him, you really can feel, how he was made to sit outside. And then when they were sitting in a classroom, they were sitting separately. Why? Because they didn't pay the fees. Then one day when they were coming to the school, they were stopped at the gates. They were not allowed to get into the gates also. Why not allowed in the gates? Because fees nahi pay kiya. Where is your father? Your father was supposed to come. And both the brothers start going back to home. While they are going home, then they see that, that father has, they come to the house and then they see from outside, dad and mom are talking so sadly that they don't have money. He doesn't know what to do, how to get the money and how to pay his fees also. And then they don't enter the house. His brother and he both go away And then he starts going to the market. In the market, he's standing there and he's saying, there is one shop, there is nobody coming to buy anything in the shop. On the opposite shop, there is somebody who is shouting and calling people and purposely saying, you know, it's very good quality, your wife will be very happy with you, and put sweets bech rahe wo. So he stands near the shop and tells the shopman, see, there are so many people going to that shop, why nobody is coming to you? I'm talking Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar's serials episode here. So the moment he sees that, okay, when he talks to this man, that man says, see, he's shouting and he's calling. But I have to take care of the things. I have to measure and give it. I'm alone. He has got 3, 4 people under him. So he's saying, okay, I will do advertisement for you just now on the road. You will give me money for today. He says, okay, done. That's a good thing. But I can't pay you more than so much. He said, okay, whatever you can pay me. And then both the brothers start, you know, making funny drama and some antic skit there. And a lot of people start coming there. And then in the skit, he's saying that I want to eat that sweet. They behave like a husband and wife, both the brothers. And one of them is saying that I want to buy that sweet. Will you get me that sweet? I'll be very happy because I've heard this sweet is very nice of this man. And after seeing, you know, him eating so nicely, so everybody starts buying from that shop. And the shopkeeper also feels happy. His business starts. See, these are great people who have done great things for so many people. That is why, because they understood that what was opportunities of education. When you are educated, you have ideas, you have creativity. क्यों हम लोग इंग्लिश टीचर्स तुम लोग के पीछे पढ़ते हैं? क्रिएटिव चीज करो, क्रिएटिव लिखो, अपना लिखो. Why you seeing here and there? Write yourself what you want to write. Why I never give you restrictions like your school teachers. Don't write like this. Write like this only. I tell you, write as many paragraphs. ज़्यादा लिखो, ज़्यादा marks मिलेगा. The reason is simple. You have to become creative. Because creativity is an educated man's symbol. He has new and new ideas. Nothing is a problem for him. He knows how to fight his problems easily. Accordingly, in some educational institutions and government offices, some seats are reserved for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. What we are written here, this you are going to see at the end of 10th standard next year for you. अब जब results आएंगे तो देखना कितना भागम-दौड़ी शुरू होता है. क्यों इतना hype है 10th standard का? The hype is simply because they know that, you know, there are fixed seats for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So ये लोग को तो admission मिल जाएगा. But जो लोग ये categories के नहीं हैं, जिन लोग को reservation नहीं दिया गया है, you are called open category. Where will you get your admissions from? So you have to rush to so many colleges. But government saw that, you know, some colleges don't get good students. They get only bad students coming. So that is why what government has done, again, they have practiced equality. The admissions are centralized now. Government decides your admissions. So that good students go to all colleges. Why should they be given only to few of them? There is also a provision for reservation of seats for the other backward classes. There's some tribal people. होगा थोड़ा बहुत पैसा होगा उनके पास. But वो लोग इतना education को afford नहीं कर सकते. Those are all from SSC board, you know, some or most of your schools are government aided schools. Government is aiding them. And your fees is so minimal. And for girls, it is free education. Boys will be paying 1,200 rupees to 4,000 rupees, not more than that in the whole year. Your private schools are taking minimum from 12,000 to 25,000 rupees. General education school, at least what I know. Okay. So this is how you are having a difference today. You then realize what the government has done for you. Then scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, there is a Prevention of Atrocities Act. पहले जमाने में उनको वेल का पानी नहीं पीने दिया जाता था. उनको बोलते थे जाओ 3 मील दूर एक वेल है ना, उधर से पानी पियो जाके. Now when they used to go there, that well used to be dried up because nobody used to come there. Nobody used to do the making of the well there properly, maintaining the wells. No rainwater getting collected if no rain scheme. So that is why these people were deprived of some kind of basic amenities, facilities. इसके लिए government ने बनाया Atrocities Act. Atrocities means unjust. When you are unjust to them, you have done injustice to them. You have an act. You have rules now for it. This is an important act for establishing social justice and equality. This prevents any injustice against people belonging to ST and SC, and any atrocity committed against them is liable for punishment. You are bound to get punished. Liable means you are bound. अभी लॉ तुम्हारी बात लगाएगा. तुम गरीब आदमी को बोलोगे यहाँ से पानी नहीं पी सकते हैं, तो अछूत आदमी है, तो अनटचेबल है. One tight slap will give you first thing. First thing, you can't talk to him only like this. And if he is a very mild person, if he goes and complains, if he gets to know this law, then तुम्हारी ban लग जाएगी. You may be even barred. Barred means you'll be taken to the jail. You'll be put and locked in the prison. So that's why you have to be very careful with the rights that we have today. Okay. The next part is about laws relating to women and provisions of representation. औरतों के ऊपर बहुत सारा अत्याचार होता है. There's nothing new I'll be talking now. In the post-independence period, efforts are made for empowering women. After the independence was given, there's a lot of changes made in the law for even giving power to women. Several policies have been adopted at national and international levels to remove illiteracy and opportunities for their development. Many policies have been made, okay, national level and international levels, so that we can develop and give opportunities to females. So recently you saw many movies made which were women-centric movies. Okay, पहले ज़माने में औरतों को बोला जाता था घर के अंदर चूल्हा चौका सिस्टम करो, बस एक ब्लो पाइप लो, फूंक मारो, आग जलाओ, खाना बनाओ. घर का बर्तन, कपड़ा, वो सब उनको करना था. अभी कोरोना के टाइम तुम लोग को भी करना पड़ रहा है, you know that, right? I very happily say that I'm always happy to help my wife here at home. Even she does the jhadu, I do the katka. Okay, she does the bartan, I do the evening ka bartan. Okay, we all have become same now. That's why I said earlier only, Corona has taught everybody everything nice. Okay, कुछ बुरा नहीं किया हमारे साथ. Mahi entered now.
Good evening, sir.
Mahi, you're not supposed to come now for the lecture, dear. There is 5 minutes yet. So I'll be removing you from this group. You have to join in the next only. Mahi, have you left? Okay. Okay. So, several policies have been adopted at the national and international levels for their development. Even national and international governments have done something for the females. The right to have equal share in the property of the father and the husband. Okay, now they have an equal share. Earlier, when father used to die, only sons used to take up the property. Now, you have a share in the father's property also and share in the husband's property also. Okay, because earlier what used to happen, there are four people in the house, four children in the house, all 4 male children. They get married to their wives, they become a part of the family. Okay, now when the second brother used to die, so second brother's wife used to be thrown out by the in-laws, and they used to say, no, you have eaten away our son, so you can't stay with us, you better get out from the house. And then she has to go back and stay at the father's place again. And father, by that time, he has done all his work properly. He has paid the dowry for her. Dowry is Dahej. After that also, this man was so much harassed. And the female comes back to his house and stays. Now the father or the mother, everybody is crying at home. So that's why these kinds of acts were made. So there is a Dowry Prohibition Act. Okay? पहले ज़माने में औरतों को जलाया जाता था. क्यों? क्योंकि दहेज नहीं मिला उसके घर से.